be it from me. Really, Arnie, I mean, far be it from me. I'm not trying to stir up trouble.
What else you doing then?
I'm just relaying the message, that's all. I know you've been with her, what, 20 years? And she's been lucky to have you, if I may say so.
You may say so, Marcus, but be careful barking up this tree. It tends to bark back.
Far be it from me. Don't shoot the messenger here. I'm only telling you, he wants you. Frankie's leaving the band, and Jimbo loves your style. Simple, tonic lines. That's what he likes.
Simple tonic lines. Did he write that down for you, or did you just come out with that on your own?
Okay, those are his words. I'm just saying he's offering you something more. Most musicians would. I mean, I don't know what she's paying you, but Jimbo can probably double it. And I don't have to tell you about the quality of Jimbo's gigs. Concerts, auditoriums, those dinky little coffee houses where. I mean, look at this. They call this a dressing room.
Better than some we get.
That's my point. Wait, what are you, 50? I know you hear me. We both know what the years can do to a sideman's career. We're in a hard business. I'm 52, but I'm a personnel manager. Managers can do their work right up into their 60s and 70s. But backup musicians, I'm just saying, I know you must have some thoughts about this. What do you think?
I think you got some balls coming into her dressing room to cut her throat from behind. And I think it'd be a good idea if you beat feet before she gets back here, because I think if she catches your ass in here, you may not enjoy the luxury of living into your 60s or 70s.
You see, right there, you touch on another point. Far be it from me to spread gossip, but everyone in the industry, everyone who even remembers who the hell she is, that is, says Gail Flame is, well, unstable, to put it kindly. I know that's harsh, but I'm just stating facts here.
Is that what you're doing?
Truth is truth, Arnie. She's 60-something. Her career's in the graveyard, everybody knows it. But she still treats people like floor mats. She was great once, I'll grant you that. She may still be. But she chewed her way through every record label and management company that ever tried to help her. She goes through musicians like toilet paper. She used to carry a 5-piece band. And now it's down to you. No one else can work with her. You could have a future with Jimbo.
I am happy where I am.
Suit yourself. Oh, just out of curiosity, why would you want to keep playing for nickels on this dead folk music circuit and turn down a place in Jimmy Jamison's band? An artist at the top of his game. 2 songs on the R&B charts, a 20-city tour coming up, and session dates set for a new album in October.
Well, ain't none of your beeswax. But I'll tell you. Anyways, I doubt you'll get me on this, but I'll tell you. In 1966, my dad was teaching me how to play. We listened to every blues album we could get our grubs on. He took me to the Santa Fe Folk Festival for my 16th birthday. I thought I knew every singer that mattered. We came to see Lightning Hopkins and Muddy Waters and all them old blues cats. But when we got there, all the buzz was about somebody else. Everybody talking about Gail Flame, saying how ain't nothing like her, how she blowing everybody out the water. So we walk over to this shrimpy little side stage, and the whole front row is lined with legends. Jimmy Reed, Odetta, Mance Lipscomb, Judy Henskett, and Lightning and Muddy, all just waiting to hear this woman sing. And when she came out, I'm telling you, I could feel her heart beating in mine. It was like she threw out this big net over the crowd and started pulling us in, deeper, closer. She had us before she sang a word. And when she kicked it off, whoa. You know, going down slow. Everybody and his grandmother sings Going Down Slow, but you never heard it so hard and real and naked before. My dad and I, we just sat there with our mouths wide open, like baby sparrows in the nest, just feeding off all that truth, one song after another. Ah, magic is too weak a word. Anyway, about 20 minutes in, something happened. She broke a string. I could feel it in my guts. I'd been to a couple concerts before, but never seen anything like that. It was like a earthquake hit a warm, sunny island. I thought, how's she gonna handle this? Well, what she did was, she just fished this little B string out of a bag beside her, cool and steady, like it was nothing. And she told us a story while she put it on about her brother. He died when she was 9. But she tied it into what she was doing. She said, we're all connected by invisible strings. And if one of them breaks, well, our memories can make a new one. How we're never separated from the ones we love, no matter how far away they are, even when they die, as long as we can remember. Yeah. Took her maybe 4 minutes to put on that string. Nobody cared. That story was as sad and tender and hopeful and moving as any song she could have sung in that time. And it just rolled out of her. We'd never heard that story. Hadn't she broke that string? My dad said, that's professional. An artist is an artist all the time, not just when she's singing. Professional isn't a bunch of flashy gimmicks. Professional is knowing who you are and using it on stage, no matter what. Well, she finished up her set. They wouldn't let her off. 2 encores, and she could have had another, but she didn't. She knew when to get off. I decided right then, that day, that minute, I was going to immerse myself in this woman's music, even if I drowned in her. I want to learn how to play with that kind of soul. And 16 years later, through a maze of impossible miracles, I watched my dream come true. I wormed my way into her band. You know those simple tonic lines that Jameson likes so much? Well, who are you supposed to taught me to think that way? But over and over, she hammers on me. Stop playing fluff. Stop cluttering and play the root, the 3, the 5. I'll do the heavy lifting with my guitar. You say she's lucky to have me. So it shows you don't know shit about the music. Well, you look at sales. You look at who's hot now, who's going to be hot tomorrow. Meanwhile, for the last 18 years, I have been playing with the greatest blues artist alive. You had it then. She has still got it. She ain't dropped a stitch.
That shows commendable loyalty, Arnie. But nobody cares. Her friends are getting old and dying off. These coffee houses phoning by the day. And the ones that are left are hiring young Turks with the environmental agendas playing protest songs. You must be seeing that already. Oh, Miss Gale, you may not remember me, Marcus Potter. We met at Newport 2 years ago. I'm a fan. I represent...
Mucus. I know who you are and I know who you represent.
Marcus.
How'd you get in here, Mucus? Did someone forget to spray the insecticide?
There's no need to be unpleasant, Miss Flane. I just came by to meet you again and say I'm looking forward to your show.
Well, you've met me, And you said it. Now slide your bird dogging ass out of here. Hey, Mucus. That door isn't an asshole. It's not going to close itself.
Sorry.
Something I should know about here?
Oh, he's just some guy I knew from some sessions a year ago. Some artist he managed. He was hanging around the studio.
Didn't ask you for an historical context. What did he say?
Oh, he said lots of things. Likes my playing, blah, blah, blah.
Just came by to gush his adoration?
Well, he might have said some other things. Who pays attention anyways to a jackal like Marcus Potter?
What other things?
I think he said some artist he manages is looking for a bass player. I hardly listened, I was tuning up.
One of his artists. Like maybe Jimbo Jameson?
Jesus, Gail. Stop interrogating me, okay? He said Jimbo likes me. So what? Who cares? It ain't no thing.
Keep your case off the sofa. Told you again and again. Cases on sofas, bad luck.
Gail Flame don't need no luck.
Everybody needs some luck. Case in point, they're telling me this Tucson gig is hanging by a thread.
What? Come on. Why they love you in Tucson? Well, you sold out the Whetstone last time.
Whetstone? That was 5 years ago. And that's a little pimple of a club. They need 2/3 pre-sale to get their nut.
What they got so far?
12. It's early, but they like to have 25 at this point. I gotta call them later.
We'll get them. They'll get them. It's 2 weeks away.
Plus, these guys get scared. I remember talking to Josh back in '65. He was having trouble getting gigs. You know why? It wasn't because of this blacklist. That was all over. Clubs wouldn't book him because he was 50. They thought he was going to get sick and not show up. Health. And that was Josh White at 50. I'm 62.
Oh, that's ridiculous. You never missed a gig in your life.
You goddamn betcha. And I never will. I've got a clean reputation. I keep my word. Still, lots of these new owners, they don't know that. They just look at age.
Hey, Miss Flame. Boris Brown. Welcome to the Blues and Brews. I'm handling things tonight. Sorry I wasn't here to greet you at the sound check. First time here, right?
Boris, I don't know you, Boris. What happened to the guy I set this up with, Ben Vanette?
He just got married this afternoon. Never thought he'd do it. But I'm his partner, co-owner. Good old Ben. Confirmed bachelor tying the knot. Wow. So anyway, he sends his regards. And by the way, how'd the sound check turn out? Pete says there was an issue.
No issue. Once he got it through his skull about the treble.
Oh, well. Good, because I got the idea that...
Once he figured out that I'm not some musical wallpaper at some bar and grill, we got straight on it. These hacks always overdo the highs on the guitar. This is a vintage Martin D28. It has a warm, resonant sound. A guy puts all that treble on it, it comes out brittle as sheet metal.
I think he just wanted to make sure it cut through.
That's why God, in his infinite wisdom, invented the volume knob. There may not be a full house out there, but they deserve to hear me at my best. How many, by the way?
31. But don't take it too hard. There's some other big events on in town. B.B. King is at Uncle Blues.
I don't care if there's just 2 people out there. They're going to get a good show.
That's the right attitude. Well, I will move you on out of here and give you 2 time to get ready. About 5 minutes?
Not good calling that guy a hack. These guys get high together. We talk to other club owners.
Screw them. What matters? Come on. What matters?
The audience.
That's right. That's what these guys don't get that we do. Those people came out tonight. They got dressed and drove their cars in the dark. They could have gone to a movie or plopped in front of the TV, but they're here. They sprung for the ticket and the 2-drink minimum. That makes our bond with them. Come on, say it with me. That makes our bond with them
A sacred covenant.
That's right, a sacred covenant. I like that word. We could say contract. That's what it is, an honor-bound contract. But I like that word, covenant. It's got a holy, vaguely religious feel about it. When you're honorable people like we are, every contract is a sacred covenant. We owe these people everything, not just because they pay us with their ticket money, but because they give a shit about what we do. They take us into their hearts, and I take them into mine. This Neanderthal shows up 20 minutes late for sound check, hooks up some chords and flips a couple of switches, and starts to head out to get a beer or whatever. The guitar sounds like knives scraping on a steel plate. I point it out and he starts giving me grief, like I'm the bad guy. I'm supposed to knuckle down to that?
I'm not saying don't get the sound right. I'm saying there are nice ways. You're not great at finding them.
These indifferent bastards don't just hurt us, Arnie. They lower the bar for every acoustic act in the country. Pretty soon, lazy sounds become the norm. I can't shine a sweet little lady face at these barbarians. It pisses me off.
You never change them, Gail. They'll just pull the same crap on the next act and call you a prima donna behind your back.
Let them. You ready to cut the umbilical cord?
I'll never get your beef with a tuner. They measure pitch to plus or minus 3 cents. That's 3/100ths of a semitone.
That arithmetic gives me a headache. Have you ever heard me out of tune? On stage? I mean, have you ever heard me drift out and not get back in again?
No.
These are my tuners. The day fans come back at me about tuning, I'll invest in one of those gizmos. Otherwise, no. You know what? These babies are called dopepins, antidepressants some well-meaning shrink prescribed a few years ago. I never took them, just saved them up. They've got a good, vibrant shelf life. The trick is to take just the right amount. You take 2 or 3, you just have a bad night. You take 15, you throw up, you lose it all. You have to finesse it and take 6 or 7. That will do the necessary magic. Permanent freedom from depression.
I don't like that kind of talk.
The day my audience comes back at me about tuning, I'll drop 7 of them and take the long sleep.
Stop it. Why do you have to talk like that? You know you don't mean that shit.
Don't I? Some people my age have valuable qualities, Arnie. They're nice. They enrich the world by their very presence. They've got community ties, families. They live generously. They take their grandkids to baseball games and to Disneyland. I never had time to lay down those solid citizen roots. Nothing growing in my garden but the blues. No husband, no progeny, no social elegance. I still smell the smoke of those bridges burning behind me. I poured myself into this life, and I didn't spill a drop. I've got one thing to do to justify my existence in this world. When I can't do it anymore, I'll just be taking up the space and the oxygen somebody else deserves. When that time comes, I hope I'll have the guts to do the decent thing.
I ain't gonna argue with this kind of foolishness.
No argument. no argument about it. But right now, we're on a wild ride on a really good road. And I love every bump in it. Let's go thrill these 31 people.
Yeah. Woo! Oh! Girl, you never had houses rising something better. Well, the girl in the front row, she was crying. I could see the tears in her eyes. I was almost crying myself.
Well, if I can bring pain and sadness into just one little life.
Oh, man. Hey. Hey, sorry about storming Monday.
Oh, yeah, what's up with that?
Oh,
You missed the G diminished again.
yeah, lapse of concentration. It won't happen again.
Can't get complacent. Remember the covenant. 31 or 500. They give us their time, their attention, their money. And we owe it to them to give them our full out best. Okay, listen, I gotta go call Tucson. Well, it's still early enough while they're still open. There's a booth out back in the alley. Put my axe away, and I'll be right back in. And then I gotta go out and meet these people.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Oh.
Did I miss that?
Yeah. Back making a call.
Wow. Top-notch show.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That surprised you.
Oh, I've never heard of her, actually. I mean, Ben played me a few of her records. He's the one who booked the date. Anyway, fine show. Really fine show. Too bad about the house, though.
Yeah.
It's getting really hard to turn a dime in this game.
Is that what it is to you?
Well, a man's got to eat. I don't expect this place to be open in another year. Ben and I got a line on a strip club. No fuss. Built-in audience, no matter who's on the bill. No bruised egos, tantrums to deal with. Simple. Tits and ass. Timeless. That is where the money is.
Is it?
This folky schmoky stuff was fun for a while, but it's throwing out dead now. You know, I've got a family. I've got bills to pay.
Yeah, that remark about egos and tantrums, was that directed at anybody special?
No, of course not. I'm talking in general. Don't get touchy, okay? Look, I just wanted to stop in and tell a good show. I am going to go and make out her check. When I come back,
Check.
yeah, you want to get paid, right?
Yeah, we get paid in cash.
Oh, not here. You know, we got a way we do things at the B&B. We pay by check. All of our acts are paid by check.
No, you don't understand.
Paid by check.
What?
Tucson's off.
Shit! What'd they say?
We're leaning over the edge, man. That's 3 folded shows.
Oh,
We lose another one and we're in the red for this tour.
not the first time. We'll make it up next time out.
Will we? How are we gonna do that?
Well, the West is bad for us. It's bad for everybody these days. The cities are too far apart. We gotta hit the eastern seaboard again. Yeah. Gig every night. Bam, bam, bam. No downtime. We'll start in Jacksonville. Then up through Savannah. And then Wilmington and Charleston and Raleigh, maybe up through Virginia, Norfolk and Richmond, cap it off in Baltimore. Or D.C., that's where the money is.
God damn it, Arnie. What's wrong with you? It's too soon to do the East Coast again. Overexposure? We just hit that circuit back in March, plus the stranded ram and the brass anchor have closed up. God damn it. What do I have to do? Bleed into the sound hole? I give it everything out there. And am I asking too much to keep this alive? Am I fading? Am I losing this?
Of course not. You saw the people out there. They were drinking you like absinthe. You were morphine out there, man. That's the way it is everywhere. It's not you. You're good as ever. It's just that we got.
Stop missing chords. I'm not going to put up with this indifference. You think I'm thick? Like I don't know what's going on? You want to go play Muzak Cocktail Lounge Blues with that slick phony? Go ahead and do it. But don't miss chords in my show.
Come on, Gail. You know that.
You think I need you? You think I'm dependent on some slapdash sideman can't hit a simple G diminished? I don't need you. I am the meal out there. I'm the one they come to eat up. You're just parsley on the plate, man. You had nothing that matters. You can go anytime. It's my autograph they want on these things, not yours. You're not even Arnie Who to them. You want to prance around a cluttered stage with Jimbo Jameson and play that vacuous fluff. There's the door. I need you like otters need swimming lessons.
It's all right. We'll slide out of this.
What am I gonna do? We give it everything in us. What's gonna happen to me? There's one thing I can do with my life, and they won't let me do it. What's gonna happen to me when we can't keep this going?
We'll keep it going.
You know I didn't mean all that shit.
Of course not.
I mean, I did mean some of it. You are incredible. You can play with any of those blues band guys you want. You'll make it when it's your turn, when I'm gone. Buddy Guy, Robert Cray, they all want you.
Not an issue. I'm right here. Get it through your head.
Sorry, am I interrupting something?
No, you're cool.
Got your money.
What's this?
Like I say, it's your money.
We take cash.
Well, as I explained to your baseman over here, this is how we do things at the B&B. We pay all our acts by check. Don't worry though, the check's good.
Tomorrow's Sunday. Banks are closed on Sunday. We have to be in Barstow on Monday night. These tours go hand to mouth. We need gas and motel money. I settled this all with Ben Vanette.
Well, I don't know what Ben was thinking. We pay by check.
It's all right here. In writing, the signature on it.
Wow. Ben shouldn't have signed it. We pay by check. What does it look like?
Can't you cretins read? Right here, it says 700 guarantee against 40% of the gate.
Ben must have been in the days making a deal like that. The wedding must have been messing with his head or something. 300 is standard here. All of our acts get 300.
Well, this act doesn't. This act gets what she was promised. Open up that till and give me 700 cash like it says right here.
Now, Miss Flame, let's not let this get sour. I'm giving you...
It's already sour. You can sweeten it up by giving me what you owe me.
Not gonna happen, lady.
Look at this. Look at the contract.
Shake it all you want. Just paper.
It's not just paper, it's your word.
No, it's Ben's word. Poor dude must have been in an adult state, I guess.
He was representing the Blues and Brews. This is a covenant.
A what?
A sacred trust.
Sacred, huh? Look, just sue us, okay?
Hey, come on, man. Hey, excuse me for interrupting, but come on. I mean, I'm appealing to your basic decency, brother. None of us want to bring lawyers into this. So why don't you just give us what
Exactly. Attorney's fees will break you trying to collect that piddly amount. God, I mean, you really think you can retain top drawer legal representation to recoup $400? Shit. I mean, they'll charge you that much just to read the contract. So suck it up and take the 300.
You slimy pig. You can't do this to me.
Jesus. Oh, God. Another one. You think you're unique, huh? Do you know how tiresome it gets listening to you self-important divas whine?
Come on, man. You saw that Bulb's people out there? She gave them something deep and real. Those people are going to carry this night in their hearts for a long, long time. Just give us the guarantee. I mean, she moved that audience.
You call that skibby dab of bodies an audience? Yeah, okay. Now, they got their rocks off, fine. But so what? I paid $700 and I lose money. I did not get into this business to lose money. And you ought to be grateful for the 300. I mean, when do you get off? I'm supposed to take it up the arse for some has-been. Face facts, lady. And where do you think it's going for you? You better get used to this. Or invest in a rocking chair. Because you know what? For a younger artist, it's eating your lunch. Artists that can draw more than 31 pathetic customers. You may have been hot shit once. No one wants to hear you now.
Yeah. You know, I should have known better than to think a classy place like this would deal reputably with riffraff like me.
Gail, you take it easy, Gail.
Look at this perfectly formulated gourmet seasoning. Man, it's just an honor to hold it in my hand.
Hey, what are you doing?
No! Whoops! I dropped it. Sorry, my bad. Oh, maybe I can keep this one in my hand.
No, wait, stop it! Jesus! Do you know what?
Gail! No!
Come on.
Don't!
Give me a reason. Come on. I'm begging you.
Stop it, Gail.
Bring your neck right up here close to me.
Stop it. Don't do this.
You wonder why I carry this thing? An old has-been phony with a blade in her pocket? Not all the places we play are as cutesy as this one. We play the blues, asshole! I've played places a muskrat wouldn't use the restrooms in. Places with wine puke stains on the floor. Men beat each other bloody every night. Women get raped in the parking lot. But none of those rot gut roadhouses ever stiffed me. It's always cute little joints like this with tea lights on the table and $10 coffees on the menu.
I'm calling the cops.
Not if I cut your guts out first!
No! Now what? That's it for you, lady. I am calling the cops. not just because of the vandalism. You threatened me with a deadly weapon. Good luck, mate, making pasta on Monday morning. God, you won't even be arraigned until then.
Ah! Hey, stay here!
Oh, please.
Do you hear me? Put that knife away and sit down. I'm gonna try to cool it with this guy, but God damn it. Ease up, put that knife away, and sit down. Boris? Hey, Boris, what? Wait.
Let me guess. He got down on his knees and begged, opened up the till and said, here's all the money I owe you, and I'm throwing in an extra 100 for that stress I've caused you.
It ain't funny. That prick won't budge.
So we're fucked.
Well, cops are on their way. He's gonna press charges. But look, I don't see it coming to much, really. When the banks open on Monday, I'll draw out your bail money. When you get out, you can pay your fines and the restitution, and we'll be cool. Meanwhile, I'll call the Green Line and tell them we ain't coming. If we get our things right in time, and we probably will, hell, we could be in Altadena by Thursday. But you gotta quit this shit. You can't be tearing up
Arnie.
people's houses and... What?
You're fired.
Come on. Good crap. I'm serious. You
I'm
guys stop.
signing this check over to you. Consider it severance. We're done. No, that's not true. I'm done. You're not. It's still all ahead for you.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna miss a gig, Arnie. I'm gonna break a sacred covenant. I've never missed a show in my life. And I can't put this one off on the heartless club owners or the promoters or anybody but me.
You're talking like an idiot.
Sounded fury. Maybe it signifies nothing, but hear it. I've been too selfish for too long, keeping you all bound up. I can't give you back these last few years, but I can stop it now. I'm cutting you loose.
This is stupid. Stop it. What are you gonna do?
That's something I don't want to talk about right now, if it's all the same to you. What matters is what you're gonna do. Right now, you're gonna take your base, and you're gonna get your ass out of here before they try to sweep you into all this. Then you're gonna make some calls. If you want Jimbo Jameson, then go with him. I was just ranting before. He's good. He's going places. If you're not comfy with him, then just go with someone else. Someone who can pay you what you're worth. Someone you have a future with. And then you can still do session work when you're on the road. When you're not on the road.
I'm not going anywhere.
You're out of choices. So am I. I'm off the cliff. The bottom is coming up fast at me, and I'm not going to let it smack into both of us at the same time.
What are you gonna do?
I told you, we're not talking about that. But I'm not taking you down any deeper than I already have. Pack up that base and get out of here. Let's not make this some weepy soap opera.
All right. But this ain't over, damn it.
You know what Brian Herbert said? He said, loyalty to a bad cause is a perversion of honor.
You were never a bad cause, Gail. I'm not about to let you go. The only reason I'm leaving is because somebody has got to post bail on Monday.
It's been a wild ride over a good road, and I've loved every hard bump in it. I have had my fun